these streets, no Tabasco. But I'm so stuck, that's a fact, yo. And if you think I'm frontin', you can run it back, yo. Go on, run it back. You know that I run it. Everything you wanna do, I already done it. And I got your little boo telling me she love me. I got this one, that one. Damn, it's gonna be a long night. Yeah. You know. I said, damn, it's gonna be a long night. Yeah, let's go. Look. I tell shorty drop it for a real one. Yeah. Go ahead and pop it, let me feel some. Do it for the boy with a bag now. Movie star money making everybody act out. I don't lie to these women. If I want them, then I tell them. Don't get fly for these women. I was born with these propellers. All my haters cannot beat me, so I call them acapellas. See, I'm only getting better. You only get jealous. You know that I run it. Everything you wanna do, I already done it. And I got your little boo telling me she love me. I got this one, that one. Damn, it's gonna be a long night. You know, I got this one, that one. Damn, it's gonna be a long night. Yeah. MD. JPB. You already know, baby. Yeah. I said, I already done it. Everything you wanna do, I already. You know that yeah. I said, you know that yeah. Damn, it's gonna be a long night.
Yo, how's it going? And I'm back after 2 days away from FTY. We're back to doing Group 8. How is everyone doing? The last group, we have 19 teams tonight. 9 will go through to the next round. Let's go through the teams we have for tonight. At Slot 3, we have 4 Romanian Men. Hello again. I casted them yesterday. Team 4, KHK Esports EU. Team 5, we've got ScrimFarm. I casted them again yesterday. Team 6, a trio. We've got Criminal Esports. Team 7, Legends Red. Team 8, we have a CN. Also, the proper name is La Cosa Nostra. Team 9, we've got EUE, so Euro Elite Global. Team 10, we have Oops Sorry Violet, so OS with a trio for Game 1. Team 11, we have Astral. Team 12, we have Team Olympus. Team 13, Team Neel. Team 14, Arcane Wave. Team 15, Rexpect Esports. Team 16, Night Target EU. Team 17, we have KDV Red. Team 18, Armor Esports. Team 19, Team Love. Team 20, we have God's Favorite. Team 21 will be Willpower, as we have the first game started already. Playing path going through the rich compound across the western bridge all the way to Stalba. How's everyone doing? We've got people in the chat already. This is running with a 3-minute delay, by the way, so Legends Red got some fans in here already. Look at this early contention, maybe around Primos, between Team Love as well as God's Favorite. Very close to them as well. Around Quarry, we have Astral as well as Rexpect. For Romanian Men, coastal rich compound split. A lot of teams floating over farm right now. The side of OS. Around farm, same for Team 14, Arcane Wave. Team 13 is Team Neel. Split around Pachinki, we have KHK. No one's taking school at the moment. Armor Esports going to the north part. Same for the side of Stel, but we have Criminal Esports right there. Yasnaya could be the busy one, so we will bring ourselves over there because we have 3 teams over there right now. EUE is there, the side of Willpower is there, as well as NT. NT is Night Target. EU. Let's have a look. EUE blood going very low right now. 3-way fight, all crowded to the southeastern side of Yasnaya. Nomi is actually in between all the members of Night Target right now. They have a big split from Willpower. So they one player from Willpower is pinched between NT, whilst the rest of Willpower will be surrounding the sides of EUE. Nomi will have to make this work. He is on his own. The side of NT is trying to push this solo right now, but the third party fire will also come through. He's just having that micro Uzi in hand. He's got 1 first aid to maybe heal up if it doesn't go so well. That stairway is being shot at earlier as we have the opening knock onto a low key by the side of Willpower. Another one goes down on the side of NT. Oh my god, it's just Nomi trying to farm this right now, just punching the way through. I'm not sure whether FTY likes people punching, but that will be 2 kills onto Willpower. Such a brilliant start for them. We're losing 2 members already onto NT, so not the best for them right now. The side of EU is still clumping up. Legends, they're starting their game well as well. If we go through the rest of the map, we have Legends and CN actually over Lipovka. Prison contest between the side of Olympus and OS. ScrimFarm takes Mansion to themselves. God's favorite are not favored by the gods right now as they suffer several casualties, and that will be, let's have a look. Right, I'm not quite sure where they landed. I might have missed something. We should probably keep an eye on here as well because it can change very soon, the situation. One of Willpower going down after those opening 2 kills. This may stall for a while. You know what? No, I'm actually too late for that action as we have the first team go down. God's favorite, not feeling the love from the gods of PUBG, contesting a drop and didn't make it work. Going down at the 19th position, going down to the side of Team Love. Yeah, that will be the Primosc contested drop. It can also be very volatile on this side. Over at Prison as the side of Team Olympus. OP taking 2 kills already. They're all clumped in Prison. Very close to them we have that last player. Oops, sorry, Violet. OS, Team 10, a trio. Only down to the solo right now. So the prison control will come from the side of OP. And this is the bit that's also popping off on kill feed. We have CN fighting the side of Legends. They have the full team up to the side. Power will come in the side angle, taking down almost taking down the side of CN right there. As he will get the heal, but not enough. So the side of CN losing 3 members. No, the whole squad is gone. Legends Red takes down another team right here. So the 18th position will be the side of CN. Pretty comfortable phase 1 circle right here, as a lot of teams will drop along the playing path. There's no desync between the playing path and the phase 1 circle, so it comes down to once again how these teams want to take their power positions, how they respond to gunshots, just like the side of ScrimFarm here, noticing the fights happening in the Povka, trying to come in to join this party right now. Spectra and Jar Jar with a bit more of that side angle. Abstract and ICY or IC are now looking at and actually listening to the footsteps from the side of Legends. I'll keep my screen on here as we track the rest of the team. So, North Georgia Pool, we have KDV. Astral would take South Georgia Pool. CS, Criminal Esports, will still be in Stelber. It seems like they haven't moved yet. I don't know what's going on right there. So, ScrimFarm's going to play this really, really patiently. Even if IC finds some players rotating, I think this wall is a bit too tall for them to peek and shoot. For Romanian Man has moved away from the rich compounds, coming into Potato Hill right now. KHK now in the compounds between School and Pochinki, overlooking the side of the Headshot Valley. Team Love got the squad wipe. Very happy. Pulling away from Primos, now rotating in just through the ridges compounds. We also have the side of a CS. No, actually CS was in farm. That was the player who was AFK, I think. Yep, so a trio from CS. Only 2 are actually playing the game. Arma Esports taking the compound to the northwestern side of Shelter. Arcane Wave will be very close to that area as well. And then the solo from Oops, sorry, Violet is their name. Still in prison, but the full team of Olympus is still sitting around there. And then Neel has pulled away from Milton, now heading more towards Shelter as we finally have another knock coming through. Icy has the opening knock. We'll flush that first one onto Lucas. Going quite low right here, but will be able to get the heal off, no problem. Jaja is also waiting very patiently. Scar in hand, trying to pinch these players who's trying to retreat towards the northern side. And that will be actually OS returning 1 kill onto Olympus there. ScrimFarm's now pushing in Abstract and Jaja onto one side, trying to just nade that one building right now. They know they are pinched in there as Abstract's nade made it count. Shelly goes down. 4v2 right now. How can they make this work? Jaja still with the overlook, maybe? No, they are all pushing in now. Abstract's trying to use another utility as he prefires with the Tommy gun in the small room. I think they know what's happening, and they're just waiting for that reinforcement. Jaja and Abstract will push this. They will find the side angles. They will try to pinch them from all the angles as they takes him down with a slither of health. Abstract will live that, no problem. So just now down to that solo. Where is he right now? He's been running away, I think, but let's have a look at where he is. He's gotten into the car and now retreating away. So 3 team kills for ScrimFarm right there. We have a Miss Yasnaya action for a little bit. And let's have a look at this Right now, NT going down early as we saw. OS is now gone. CN lost the fight at Lipovka. And God's favorite going down to Team Love in Primorsk early. CS though not scared to make some action, although they're only 2 in this game. Twist will have the M24 in hand, trying to hold this good junction bit alongside Dexter. The congestion now is over this plateau here to the north side of farm. We have Team Love very close to it. The main bit's claimed by 4 Romanian men as well as KDV Red. But pulling very close to them, and we see Rexpect to the south eastern side of this area as AIM tries to retreat, but the angle will be sufficient and he will be flushed away. The protection and cover fire will not come through. So 4 Romanian men will find themselves pinched between 2 teams right now. How's everyone doing in chat? A lot of languages I don't know. Once again, it's fine, I can only understand English. Love to understand what everyone's saying. A lot of lovely languages I still have to learn myself. Astral now pulling away from North Georgia Port, I believe, or South Georgia Port, I think, for them, but they are coming into the northwestern side of this faithful circle into Yasnaya very soon. And Neel has joined this fight. To the eastern side of this plateau, we have 2 compounds. One's held by Rexpect, the other one held by Team Neel. Caster will get revived after being shot by the bow action to the head. Every team are in the circle right now, so we are just waiting for the next shift to come through. And that will be Team 7 Legends Red gone. The solo will go down. Four Romanian men will lose some tires onto that UAZ. They might be pretty mad about this one. Very hard to park it around this wizard tower. It's very hard to protect it from all the sides. Maybe the right thing to do is to repark it upon spotting enemies, as we have Team Love here trying to rotate. Look at this circle. It's going to be a hard shift. Phase 3 circle with hard shift towards the southeastern side, centering over shelter, the lumber area as well as Milter. KDV, after taking some shots on the Team Love, will now have some fire return to them. Team Love will hold this southwestern position. Going into Milter, we have KDV. A lot of power positions still in play. CS Dexter, Criminal Esports solo player, holding that dip right there, hoping to live for another day. A lot of the main shelter, so the underground area will be in play still. Also, this crazy lumber area to southeastern side of shelter is very populated in pro play, so that will be what we need to see, what we want to see as well. Now that it's still open, we may expect some teams to come in and scout it and to use it further. ScrimFarm though, after taking that wipe in Lipovka, they will surround and scout prison. The side of Team Olympus haven't even left prison yet. This is a demonstration of a higher tier play. A lot of these teams, as soon as they see the circle pop, they'll rotate straight away. Arcane Wave, last member, Shrupat, has the ghillie suit though, and has a compound, has the position in the circle, tries to take some shots onto the rotating team of Willpower. No, I'm actually incredibly wrong. EUE still has to come in. Astral is onto the northern edge. KHK, believe they rotated towards North Georgia Pool, and they will be furthest from the zone right now. Really intrigued me as to what Team Olympus trying to do. They definitely won't have enough loot in prison. I think it has never been the case that it has all the loot for a full team. But they have stayed in there, and we saw them losing, having one player knocked by the side of ScrimFarm. And this is what Trupak's trying to do, just to get some vehicle explosions on his own. And we have another hard shift coming. And Team Olympus have probably bet this and made this work for themselves. Trio up still, and they will get the circle over prison. The side of Trupak here is still having the position in the circle. Let's head over to ScrimFarm, shall we? Look at how they split around this side. Important to hold the eastern edge as well, because some of these teams may want to make a wide rotation in the anti-clockwise manner into the eastern edge. The next bit of action may come between the side of KDV, and I will be able to see that, I think, as we have 3 on the side of Astral Not right now, as they're trying to breach and reach the south edge of shelter, as they lose their whole team against KDV Red. What a rough one for them, going down at 14th position. Noticing those gunshots, EUE, after losing one player, will rotate around it to avoid having a straight entrance on the southern side. For the side of Rexpect, Team 15, they will have a split to control all the southwestern edge. With the compound still kind of in play, Arma Esports Team 18 will also hold an edge position. And ScrimFarm's trying to take more control around here as they spot some players from Willpower. On the other side, the south side of the cliff of prison, we have Team Neel coming in now. Quickly go through the team's list, see who has the numbers advantage still for Romanian Men, losing 1 KHK2 up, ScrimFarm 4 Team Dexter, the solo for CS, EUE, trio up, side of Olympus. 3 up as well. Team Neel 3 up. Trupak, like we saw earlier, solo. Full squad for another 4 teams right here. Rexpect, KDV, Armor, as well as Team Love. But that will change quite soon, as we have Armor facing some resistance as they try to move away from this western side. The circle will pop and continue to be very, very brutal to these teams. It will pull away from prison, so Team Olympus have used up their luck. Maybe they will have to retreat from this, but if they've been shooting and if they haven't left prison, my worry would be they don't have the cars to make this rotation, and they will give them such a disadvantage. Blas has now come in, scouting the circle for the side of Arma Esports, and he will find himself a bit of a spot to park the car next to a rock. He continues to scout and will be able to overlook the side of the fight around this watchtower between KDV as well as for Romanian Man. One on the side knock for KDV. They will return a knock onto Dexter. Dexter will flush straight away. Rana is still in the bottom floor trying to make something work, but will not make it happen. Bam is still on the second floor trying to make it very silent, but I think the side of KDV knows that they're there. The problem is a lot of these teams will flow in from all the sides. So we have ScrimFarm trying to make something work with their control. They will be breached by EUE. So let's bring ourselves over there. Abstract trying to come in for the support small rotation from with the buggy. As we keep an eye over here, they will have to make the rotation now. Spectra may just give up on that revive as the Blue Zone will take down Icy again. Do they need the bandages? Do they have the bandages? Is probably what is needed for them as the remainder players of ScrimFarm, Jaja and Abstract will rotate in first. As I reckon before, the side of Olympus now just trying to maneuver out of a prison on foot. Crazy fight around this side as well. Close to where 4 Romanian men went down earlier. KDV will be breached by the side of Rexpect. Cloaker will try to find the angle, but will be knocked from the second floor by KDV. The support continues to come in as we have Caster not worried about coming in, trying to just crash it and finish one of those kills. The vehicle explosion will take down another member of KDV. It's in the blink of an eye. They only have 1 player up, but they have 10 team kills. Where is Noe? Can he make it work? He's on fire right now, trying to heal with the multiple teams around him, and he will just be able to live with the slip of hell. How long will he be able to as he goes down a 7th position? Rexpect will take down KDV. ScrimFarm has been absolutely farming kills in this game. They have lost 1 player, but they still have the very good numbers advantage right now. Trio in the circle, they should be really happy. Team Neel has made it, and I think Olympus was taken down as well as trying to rotate away from it. Last player from Neel trying to rotate on the Dacia. He will be, the car will be smoking right now, probably running into the hands of Spectra. As Spectra focuses more on the other side, we'll use a little bit of that dip trying to scout around. And that will be Jaja knocked. Need to crawl downhill, will not be able to make it. So ScrimFarm going down to 2 players. Willpower also has a very healthy amount of kills, 9 team kills. Let's have a look at the remaining teams. 4 teams, 9 players, 2 a trio from the side of Willpower actually, as well as Rexpect. 2 players still in the game for ScrimFarm, and then 1 player remaining for Team Love. ScrimFarm has the circle. The problem is they know they are pinched between a few teams. They can flow in from both angles. So they will have to make it probably the time to use some smokes now as that soft cover. They can choose which side to fight using that smoke, as there's the clock takes 10 seconds to go. The side of Willpower is now sending it in. Spectra has the angle. He is watching that side, but he will actually stay silent. It's a little bit of a dip there, so wasn't able to provide support as Abstract goes down. Kill stolen by Caster from Willpower there, but Rexpect still has to come in as they are split right now. Cloco and Bardot are both outside of the circle, but Cloco will be able to take care of one side of the players, but he will be taken down by Spectra. Just in the blink of an eye, it's just two teams. Spectra against the solo from Willpower. 2 not on that side there, but the nade will go straight onto them. They know the positions. The smoke has given away this burning vehicle as well. Spectra needs to clutch this. Soon it will be 1v2. That nade will come through. Yeah, it's going to be a 1v2. Let's look at how Spectra plays this. This little bit that dip will provide that advantage through the third person peek. I can't even speak right now. It's going to be so intense as he takes the opening one with the AKM, but will not be able to make it count. Willpower takes the game 1 chicken dinner. With 13 kills, ScrimFarm just missed the mark by that little bit as they take themselves 13 kills as well with the second place. Rexpect also fragging like mad this game. They will have 11 kills in the third position. Team Love will carry on to a fourth position after those 4 kills from the start of the game in Primosk. Team Neel, 1 kill at 5th position. Arcane Wave will take 6th with no kills. KDV Red will also frag pretty hard, 10 kills at 7th position. 8th position we've got Olympus, who have kept themselves in the prison. Wants to be the prisoners themselves. Goes down at 8th. 3 kills. Arma Esports will take 1 kill, 9th position. KHK goes down at 10th with no kills. EUE 2 kills at 11th. For Romanian Men, unfortunately, goes down at 12th with 1 kill. CS Criminal Esports, 1 kill at 13th position. Astral goes down at 14th with no kills. Legend Red had a squad wipe at Lipovka, but got pushed by ScrimFarm, going down at 15th with 4 kills. OS goes down at 16th with 1 kill. Night Target, 17th position with no kills. CN, also known as La Cosa Nostra, 18th position with no kills. Last but not least, we have 19th position with God's Favorite. And that will be a wrap for Game 1. I will see you all in Game 2. We have 4 to go. Still a lot of possibilities for these teams to redeem themselves and get themselves some points back to maybe get themselves the qualification. 9 teams will qualify. I will see you all in the desert of Miramar. Welcome back to Game 2. It's actually my personal favorite map, Miramar. Let's go through the teams as usual. KHK will be a trio. Same for ScrimFarm. Spectre's not in this game. CS, Criminal Esports, also a trio. As we go down the list, OS as well, a trio, Team 10. And that will be it for the team of trios. Yep. 4 trios this game. Maybe just missing the coast for that little bit there. And hopefully I'll see a full lobby for the next one. 19 teams, 72 players. And we have the playing path from El Azhar towards Valdemar. This shall be considered pretty nice path, almost through the center. So unless we have a very hard shift, it will be down to these teams once again finding their favorite positions, doing the basic textbook scouting work, etc. Over El Azhar, we have a few teams floating on top. We have Rexpect, we also have Team Neel. KHK scouting a little bit, seems like Jolly quite far away, but now maybe coming back in. Should probably keep that eye onto Neel here. CN will go towards Cruz-Davel. And I'll keep my eye on El Azhar. 3 teams here right now. It's just crazy. All these teams trying to make a split drop. Jolly and KHK are not scared though, for some reason, as a trio, as Jolly drops straight next to players of 2 other teams. We have a little bit of a bugged audio right now. Hearing sounds off the plane. Let's see if we can fix that. If I change... No, it seems like it will be an audio bug. I've never had that before. I'm so sorry, guys. But split from all these teams, basically, as we have the first knock coming through onto Jolly by the side of Team Neel. They have a 3-1 split, 3 onto northern side. We have Gwellen here on the more southern part trying to pinch this now. But Cloco can change the dynamics of this fight since he has some angles in the middle trying to scout, keeping an eye onto both the southern and northern side of El Azhar. This is the formation for the side of Rexpect, but so split right now. Team Neel will actually pull the trigger. Gwellen, they will get another knock right now. 1 onto Team 4, 1 onto Rexpect, as Rexpect loses the first member. That will be the first player gone in the game. Neel, the Morboy comes in and will find Jolly. So first 2 kills goes to the side of Neel. We keep an eye out for the rest of the map. Fighting everywhere. Picardo, we have ScrimFarm. Some contention between Legends and the side of... can't see which team that was. Team 20 will be God's favorite in Monte Nuevo. A lot of teams over at Los Leones as well. For Romanian Men, will be on the western side. Arcane Wave in the middle, more towards the north. Eastern part, we have NT. Impala will be contested by Astral and EUE as well. Let's catch some of these other movements on the other side. Legend will take 1 out as they try to control Monte Nuevo. And Astral will actually lose Lucky early on. Very close to them. We have a knock member onto... No, he's not knocked. He's just incredibly low. Spotting some movements coming from Astral, he will be very patient, not even using the bandage right now. He has the mini and the red dot in hand, trying to make this one. Will miss that little bit of window to shoot that, but he will peek out right now and will be returned by the reflex from goal. That will be OS down to 2. Another rough start for them when the rest of the team are basically very split right there. We had some strong showing from KDV as well. So let's have a look as they try to control Minas Generalis. We have the first circle going to the northern parts of the map. KDV using a good split, having more control on the high ground against CS there. CS has lost Dexter down to a duel right now. So the question is, like for me, like who likes to analyze the game, is how these teams decide to pull away. When they do that, and have they got the vehicles already, although they are contesting a common drop location like Los Leones. Same for these teams around Impala. They have to make that very decisive rotation because they've got some distance to travel right now. Los Leones is such a huge city. Turned out that they are not avoiding each other as much. As we have NT finding an opening knock onto Team 4 in, which is Arcane Wave. The True Pack, the last guy, the solo from the last game for their team, will be the first one to go down, unfortunately. And for Romanian Men, very split right now, trying to loot up as much as possible, and will not be getting involved in this fight. I think this is about time to head back over to Al Asaha. We have seen KHK after losing one member, they will lose another one. And the team Neel will be coming strong in this game. Basically the kings of Al Asaha. 3 team kills, 4 team up. And we've missed a little bit of action here as we have CS getting pushed by KDV, putting a very strong fight against them. So KDV down to 2 players, but will take out CS at 19th position. A lot of these teams have rotated to the center zone already. Willpower, the winners of game 1, will take the plateau to the southwestern side across the road to water treatment. Water treatment itself will be claimed by Armor Esports. Off the north side of Hacienda and San Martin, we have Team Love. Picardo, ScrimFarm haven't made their way out yet. The 2 players remaining for God's favorite will be able to disengage from Monte Nuevo after fighting Legends. Legends Red for a while, pulling away towards El Pozo, escaping from Monte Nuevo, as we have ScrimFarm starting to make the movement rotation through that plateau towards Power Grid, and continue to move towards the northern side. CN will have no resistance so far on Cruz del Val. Side of OP here though, Team Olympus, the prisoners, will not get a very quiet early game this time round as they find themselves the remaining players of OS here. They have fought each other in prison and they will do the same in Miramar. It's going to be a 1v2 situation, but they will be able to take down and win the 4v2. So we need to reset this kind of in the open, but with a smoke or 2 they should be able to get this reset. So once again, being the nightmares for OS right here will be Team Olympus. Team Neel's being very patient right now. They have not pulled away from Al Azhar much, not even far from that right now. We have NT starting to frag a little bit. They are having a little bit of a party over that kill that they've gotten. So that will be another team gone. No, just a player or two. And in the blink of an eye, we have only one player for Rexpect. Arcane Wave down to 2 as well. Down to 1 player for EUE after facing some of those pressure from NT on this southeastern side. As we have the Nick shift caught on cam, I need to do that better now as we'll center over St. Martin, Hacienda, and water treatment. But the crazy mountains around Crater Fields are still in play, and the north part is not touched at all. CN now pulling away from Christabel. They have been lucky enough and been there long enough now. They have to make that rotation. And Willpower has found themselves and the first kill, and that they will take down KHK if I didn't catch that wrong, as they hold that hill position. So basically all these teams know what they want to do, as we have ARM, so Armor Esports, splitting around water treatment. Rather than staying in the dips in there, they are making good use of the surrounding landscape. Personally, where Blast is one of my favorite spots in the map. Very underrated, a lot of high ground, sufficient positions to park the cars, to protect them, as well as a very good 360 view. So yeah, something to consider if you're watching this game and like to play PUBG Mobile as well, as everyone likes to play this game, I think, as we have some action. And that will be NT trying to make it count again. They will take more players, take more kills, as they have 6 team kills right now and are still in this game. They are so patient. They have not contested for center position, but keep playing edge as they sweep and sweep, farm and farm. Maybe soon we will have the side of Arcane Wave coming into the hands as well. Legends Red moving away from Montenuevo right now, so not huge rotations coming from them yet, but not a huge distance to travel as they come in from the southwestern side. I will look at Blast right now, because based on my knowledge of the map and positions, should CN pull any closer, they will be able to find them no problem and just spray it down as they rotate up this hill. CN will be clumped, will take some shots onto Merrick, and will find Blast right now, but they have the landscape and ridge lines to cover themselves, and for the other sides, they have the rest of the team there, as we have a knock onto CN. Love boat action. And GF can play healing game. They've got no contest along that western side, and that will be them having the breathing room after that contested drop alongside Legends. Nothing has changed much so far, and like I said earlier, NT will actually find the players from Arcane Wave, and will that be them gone? No, down to a solo, so still in the game. Kafarik still in the game, trying to grab some placement points now into the circle, so we'll be able to breathe just a little bit. NT though has 17 kills. Problem is, with the positions of the teams at the moment, it's very hard for them to rotate out unless they go for a long. the circle-wide rotation in an anti-clockwise manner, they will need to go through the open fields to the east of Hacienda. Personally, I just hate that so much when I play, and when I used to IGL as well, I think that is very tricky to play around. But they will find themselves first a little bit of a spot that's good scouting spot for all these open area right here. So NT will be waiting for this next circle like the rest of the teams. And the side of GF, God's favorite, will go towards La Coberia and pick up even more meds. I wonder how far can you get in the game if you have 50 first aids and nothing else, as we have the next circle popping basically off-center towards the southwestern side. We already have 4 teams in here. Legends still need to rotate, but they have a close mountain to overlook rotations for teams who wants to come through the main roads. ScrimFarm is still there. Team Love is still there. Willpower is also still there. The next bits, though, is the rotation. The next bit of action between the side of Arma Esports and Team Neel, maybe? Yes, and that will be the side of Arma Esports having the upper hand, getting the opening knock. With that, a split rotation, Diego will need to just escape right now as he finds himself pinched behind a rock and will need to break down that vehicle for that cover. The split will need to work out very well for them, but Blast has been able to make a position and a rotation to maybe get the off angle to punish Team Neel right now. Merrick is gone, so 3 up for Arma Esports. Boney's will try to get revived right now as they are all clumped up in here. Team Love will want to join this and put some pressure upon them as NT continues to frag in this game. So they are just crashing the side of CN. CN very passive so far as they get pushed by NT right now. We'll get 1 knock onto NT, and so that's a return knock, so it's going to be a 3v2 right now. So Exile will have to make it work. Using a third person pick, we'll be able to take another knock with the micro Uzi. We'll flush that one. So in the split of a second, that will be Gambino, the only one up for CN right now. Looping around, will pick up the footsteps and will be found. He will peek and he will go down at 14th position along the teammates from CN. NT farming kills right now. They have to make that rotation, but what will be their rotation path? Because there is already a congestion on that plateau on the eastern side shared between Team Neel and Arma Esports. But Willpower, ScrimFarm, Team Love, and Legends have not really moved so far. And KDV, the duo there, will be able to find a position in St. Martin with some hard covers. For Romanian Men are still in this game. Very strong team, a lot of experience in PMCO. Will be having the full team still. We also have a full team and 3 team kills on the side of Team Olympus. Kind of close to them, we have the duo of God's favorite. So I'm just waiting for this next zone here. NT is trying to rotate wide. Hiroshi has scouted and noticed that there will be some resistance if they go straight as they rotate around, but they are tanking the blue right now, and they will still need to go past all these teams. So Hiroshi will need to make the call with the scout. They have 11 kills right now. They will also want those placement points. They have so many teams to go through if they take a straight path. ScrimFarm will have the upper hand. I love those dips where Jar Jar is holding. I personally love that so much to overlook all these fields. And that is such a textbook split from them. But they will have to make the decision soon as to when to group up. When these teams all flow in, a solo won't be able to hold all the teams on the side. They can do some damage onto the cast, but soon they will need to group up. Otherwise, they can't find those covering fire for their teammates. KDV maybe breached by the side of 4 Romanian Men there. Seems like they want to, 4 Romanian Men wants to play, they got the revive, they wants to play hardcover, they wants to play the city, and but that will also come down to the gods of PUBG. Like they said, who is the god's favorite? Maybe god's favorite themselves are having some luck still, and they will be having a position in the circle, an anchor point established by Rivi, and Andrea is moving towards them, so they will find themselves a spot as it gets incredibly messy around here. 4 seconds to go. The side of NT will find themselves the players from OP right here. Olympus will return a knock onto Harushi, and then behind them we have the Armor's Esports, like they have infinite armor, just cruising through with that bike. Diego with a sliver of health, they will be able to just run past them on that bike. But how far can they go before being punished further? Will be the question. God's favorite has some position right there, and the rest of NT will be able to disengage from that because they need a more center position. All these players trying to drive in between all the power positions held by other players as they pull up on this ridge, and will be able to have a breathing room actually. And the rest of Armor, one more player trying to come in. Exile knocked in the open, so 2 remaining players for NT seems like. And that will be Exile gone. So less that they still have those number of kills, and they are not too far from the zone, but this is so tricky. Can't breach that hillside because teams are already there. If you are not going for that, you have to protect your buggy, maybe to make a crash into these compounds. But in this caliber of play, you need to really disrespect some of these other players with the spray and the gun control to take that one, as we have one more player from the side of Armor Esports taken down. So 2v2 if they want to fight Armor right now, but Diego will return the power, will revenge for the teammates as they use that ridge line to use the micro Uzi, and will take down God's favorite at 11th position. Oh, ScrimFarm just got such a sweet spot. They're yet to take more kills as they continue with the split. I see on gatekeeping duty, trying to put some shots onto Legends Red right there. As we see 4 Romanian men still split around those buildings of San Martin, will split and maybe choke and pinch the last remaining 2 members of KDV, as we have Rana takes down Neel, so that will be Team Neel gone as they try to come in from the eastern side. NT will hear the side of Armor making that rotation. Side of Willpower has been suffering a little bit from all the teams from all the different angles. They want to hold this position well, but they know that on the side they've got ScrimFarm as well. The Pow with the Pew Pew and will just nade it and try to shoot the side of Jar Jar down. I see an Abstract need to make it work. It's only a duo trying to alleviate this pressure. They will have a close side of the circle, but they will need to leave this hill. And this will be such a scary one for them to play, as we have Legends successfully made it in, escaping from the line of sight of Icy. And that would be Jar Jar gone down to a duo for ScrimFarm. 19 players, 6 teams remaining, and Team Love will just find a very good spot as well. But this is just ridiculous right now, guys. Look at this final circle. Those are the dips that you want to claim, but you need to park the car to hide the hillside and maybe just preemptively put some smokes to make it work. Dexter has scouted their way in, finding an anchor point for his team to drive to. There's very thin ridge line, but that slope might be enough for Romanian Men, as they still have the full team trying to come in from the southeastern side of the circle. Dexter will find some players And some kills and knocks onto Willpower as we see that dip being used and claimed by Team Love right now. The messy bit is here as we have the side of ScrimFarm being very close to and will be pushed by the side of Legends Red. Legends Red are in the blue. ScrimFarm will not want to let this go. Abstract is now in the blue himself. Icy is down as well, so he has to live this. Maybe have to pull away as soon as possible, but he tries to return some knocks, and that will be some kill points as the rest of Willpower goes down when they attempt to leave this hillside. They had the opportunity though, but didn't quite make it. So in the blink of an eye, that will be 3 teams. 3 on the side of Team Love, the full team of 4 Romanian men, and we have the last one gone in the blue. Legends going down at 3rd position. A bit of a late rotation there, but very hard to go through all those teams, as we should look at the POV of Team Love right now. They don't have the circle is the problem. They have 30 seconds. They've made 1 good rotation. Now they have to make another one. And BAM will be here to just blow up their car like BAM if they drive. But they have several vehicles. They have 2 that they can use. And but they will have to start making that smoke track now. TikTok goes the clock is 10 seconds now. And if they don't make this quick, it's going to be very hard. Virus driving out without any smokes will actually get punished as it should. Maybe they have used up all their utilities, so that's the only plan, the only way for them. As BAM comes in trying to get the side angle, we'll push the remaining players of Team Love. Seems like 4 Romanian men will have this in the bag. They've been sweeping the edges. They've been playing as a 4 as they come in and take the chicken dinner in Miramar. 10 kills for 4 Romanian men. But Team Love doing better in game 2. 2 kills only, but the placement points do count. At 3rd position, we have Legends Red taking 4 kills. At 4th, we have EUE with no kills. So some survival game from them for sure. Willpower will go down at 5th with 5 kills, not too shabby. So still quite consistent after taking that first game. ScrimFarm goes down at 6th with 4 kills. Basically just a landscape game, and with the split, like I said, hard to support sometimes, but they probably know better than I do, but just with the spectator's perspective, you know, still very well played. But in 7th position, we have the top fraggers, NT. Night Target EU has 13 kills. My god, just keep sweeping. They've been scouting and finding the entry point and been able to put up some good fight along those rotations, so that is very sweet to watch. KDV goes down at 8th with 3 kills. At 9th we have Arcane Esports with 5 kills. Team Neel will go down at 10th with 4 kills. 1 kill for God's favorite at 11th position. At 12th, we have OP, which is Team Olympus, with 5 kills themselves. Rexpect Esports, 13th position, no kills. Cosa Nostra, CN at 14th place with no kills. They've got a quiet early game in Cruz del Val, but continue to play edge and will be pushed by NT, as we saw earlier. Arcane Wave goes down at 15th with 1 kill. Astral goes down at 16th with 1. The trio from KHK with 2 kills at 17th position. The trio from OS, 1 kill at 18th. Chapo has tried hard to fight in the Minas Generalis, but unfortunately will go down at 19th position with 2 kills. And that will be a wrap for game 2. I will see you all on Vikendi, and that will be the game 3. And with Sanhok being our last map, 2 more maps to go, it will be possible, right, for these teams to redeem themselves, and also want to see that consistent play from some of these top teams. So I would go have a sip of water, and we'll see you all in Vikendi. Hello, welcome back to game 3 of the night. Start from the bottom. I think just a little bit of a change there, and some of these teams and players still need to get into the lobby. So full team down here. Let's go up the list. Arcane Wave as a trio right now. Not sure with that. If that last one will load in. OS still playing as a trio. Same for the side of Team 6, Criminal Esports CS with 3. Spectra will come back to join the rest of ScrimFarm. For Romanian Men, still a full team. After taking that Game 2 chicken dinner, they will hope to grab a few more in this one. And we have a solo. A prey boy will be the prey of these teams, and well, the rest of the lobby don't know that, but they will find themselves an insta, as we have the brutal phase 1. No, not phase 1 circle, I'm sorry. It's the plane path going through winery towards Dobromesto. What the heck is that? Very southwestern plane path. It will be chaotic if it goes to the opposite around Cosmodrome and Trevno, but who knows? This is Vikendi, known for all the chaos. all the crazy shifts. Willpower will contest a drop maybe with the side of Team Neel. Around Kentra and Hot Springs, ScrimFarm will try to gain control over the Nova alongside EUE. In Castle we have Astral. Rexpect will float towards the western side, and that will be an opening knock already. We will need to head towards Kentra and Hot Springs right now. The opening knock will be coming through from the side of Willpower. A little bit of a glitch there. So Neel has already lost one player. It's not even a split, it's a dead, like, face to face 3v4 as Dimension comes into the building, just running in, getting himself surrounded by the rest of the team as he goes down to Willpower. Willpower takes 2, and they will take a third one maybe. The last guy will be just running straight away. Just one remaining player onto Team Neel, as we have the shift. Actually, not too harsh. If we can remember what happened to the playing path from Winery to Dobro, if these teams went to Vihar, Muvatra, Dino Park, Milner, they will be in, but decided to do something else. Their favorite drop spots might be elsewhere. KDV has Co-Mine. Mount Kresnik, we have Legends. Arcane Wave heading towards Pavosto. Off to the north side of Villa, we have CN very close to CS right now, and they have actually been fighting. I think CS has gotten an opening knock. So we should head towards the main bit there, as he will take maybe another... No, he will get knocked as Pit Dunham will be the name. A bit tricky for me to say. Living with a sliver of health will take down Chapel there. So it will be a 3v3, seems like. 3v2, because the side of CS here. No, I am having a brain fart right now. All the CCSCN has completely tricked my brain. Yes, so 2 versus 2 at the moment. But no, soon it will be a 2v1. CS Dexter finding the side angle, but will be punished for that and flush straight away. So Gambino, very far from his teammate. Both teams trying to contest this, trying to get some new early kill points, will lead to a 3-3. And both losing 3 players right now is a 1v1. Chaotic action here close to Villa. As we go through the rest of the map, shall we? So Rexpect made their way to Cement Factory. Astral are actually sharing Castle. Next bit can come. Next bit of action can come from the side of Vanova between EUE and ScrimFarm. NT will be in Dobro. Very close to them is a Preyboy, the solo, and off to the east side of the Romesto, we have OS, the trio. As we have 2 knocks onto EUE by ScrimFarm here. They are now pushing in. No mercy. They want to solo out and just take these kills. Will the cover fire come in? Nova is running in the open, and he will be found by Spectra, who is holding the other side, stopping the support to come in. And Kobane will be just staying there, not giving another step away, and will just accept their fate as they go down, losing 3 members to ScrimFarm. Willpower will drive the last solo of Team Neel away as well, as we continue to go through the map. We have 4 Romanian men in Kreshas, no one close to them. God's favorite has made the first big rotation out of any team, and they will take the center position at Movatra. Still 4 team up. The trio from OS needs to make this work. They need to climb back and redeem themselves, improve themselves as well. They have a 1-2 split and will work in their favor for just 2 seconds as they try to take one, and also thirsting that member from Team Love. Bazota will go down. Could have just used that ridge for a little bit longer and not be greedy, you know, and but that's 1 team kill and you lose 1, so the rest of the team are close. Not close enough to fight face to face at the moment, but it may come as we have 4 Romanian men rotating in from the northern side. Legends are rotating through Mount Kresnik as well, all quite split at the moment. Same for KDV, but there's abundance of vehicles there, so they will grab those vehicles and start rotating as we have Team Olympus, Team 12, OP also rotating in right now. Astral staying as a 4, retreating away from Castle, now pushing in from the eastern edge. Rexpect is still there, with a 2-2 split, trying to loot up more along the eastern coast. And ScrimFarm knows there's 1 more player. They're trying to sweep Nova, but we've almost missed that. The support wants to come in. They want to have a revenge, but OS will not be able to take it. A bit too much, trying to bite too much. So can't chew that for sure. Just nowhere close in taking that 2v3 right there. I can't even get my idioms right, I feel like. I can't speak right now. So already down to so many solos in the lobby. Prey Boy from KHK solo right now. As well as Twist from CS, Gambino from CN, Kobane from EUE, Helkis from Team Neel. That is 5 solos already. But Team Love here will catch sight of Team Olympus on rotation as they knock Nesvi. Kronos will be picked up though, but Hashira is not scared to get the off angle as we have Virus coming in as well, trying to support with Necros holding the initial position, trying to stop some revives from coming through. Nesville might be flush as he's crawling, but he's so close and he makes it into the smoke, but will not matter. Virus finds the angle. It will be 3v3, but soon a 3v2. Because Hashira will get that side angle. What like beautiful split right there. Crazy. As they rotate and will pinch them in the smoke, just shooting through it. Virus for a flank again, trying to pinch this like crazy. And they will methodologically and surgically remove Team Olympus from the lobby. Going down before all the 5 solos at 18th position. The center zone is now getting more crowded as these teams finish looting up. For Romanian Men is here. Along the coastline we have NT after retreating from Dobromesto. Arma Esports are around here as well. And we have some flares shot for fun. Seems like probably not allowed. So as long as they don't pick it up, I mean, you can't really summon anything with that. So they're just going to throw it away. It's weird though. If it's not allowed, maybe we can just not have it spawn on the map. Just small idea there, but they know better than I do. Side of FTY and Coro. Legends has lost Shelly and they are now trying to rotate in from the northern side. Close to them we have KDV. They have to just not touch the red zone. It's not probably not going to change so much, and as they make it through it, Astral playing very slow, likes to play edge, but look at this crazy action here. ScrimFarm is still in the blue. They are still in Vanova, trying to find that last member, but they might have been able to... No, Kabane is still there, but they have used these outer compounds close to Vanova to choke the teams on rotation. That will be Rex Nacho losing their life. Bardock will be able to heal up as they know the resistance is there, so they continue to pull towards the south side to rotate more wide. The team sharing the same idea who's ahead of them by around 1 kilometer will be Willpower, as they find themselves maybe the last member. So a very drawn out team fight, and they will see a car maybe. That's why they are trying to sweep this. But Hellkiss is very patient and able to retreat earlier, maybe able to punish Willpower here for not sweeping the compounds together, as he will give away the footstep, but not able to take the kill. So that will be Team Neel down at 17th position. The top teams from the strong fragging teams from Miramar is now coming into contact with each other. As for Romanian Man loses one, Dexter goes down as well. Runner is too far to support this. They've used this high ground and they've hit the cars all around and tried to eliminate everyone who's trying to contest this. So as for Romanian Men, after that chicken dinner in Miramar, only down to one player, which is Rana. But doesn't like them looting the bodies of the teammate. Rana will return some fire and will actually take down Sloy. Across the fields as well, we have Team Love and the rotating... no, on the other side as well, we have Armored Esports. And ScrimFarm, though, are not done. They have now breached a compound that's held by Astral. Astral showing the tendency to play edge and not contest center, but will be swept by the side of ScrimFarm here as they lose another player to the nade. Another one knocked. That will be Astral down to only one player. Picasso. Yeah, ScrimFarm's been... having a bit of a tough time. Not their fault, not because they're not strong, but the solos are escaping one by one, and every time they shouldn't allow this one to sweep. As they hear the footsteps, they will definitely try to take this one now. Picasso, what can you do? Good luck, but maybe yes, the DBS will be in his hand. Maybe that is what can change the tides. But it's a 1v4 though. You will have to. Maybe not do that, but it's not his fault. Beautiful nade from Jar Jar, finishing and winning the second team fight in Vikendi. 35% water in play right now. Still a southwestern shift. As a lot of these teams continue to hold their positions. Riri still in Movatra is a 1-3 split from the Son of God's favorite. 3 on the southern side, 1 to hold. One of the most contested hard covers. But the thing is, if it's been in the circle for the past few phases, some of these teams are very skeptical to push big cities. So they are probably going to avoid Movatra. So Riri just trying to play spoiler and... bet, you know, if it shifts like crazy again, and they can go back to Movatra. The problem is such a big city, so you can't be for sure that is clear, leaving just one member there. But KDV will be pulling very close to NT to maybe contest this coastline. And that would be some shots coming through Mecca. Being very patient. Will miss the window, actually. He has the Tommy gun in hand. He will continue to wait. Hiroshi maneuvering between the buildings will be able to just make it out of the sideline of Mecha right now, but he can be the reason that this team fight will turn its tide. NT 3 players up right now against the 4 team of KDV. It's a bet, you know, like if it continues to shift this time, is no problem, but you can get absolutely choked, especially with these dips area, with the lumber, with the wood, with the rocks and trees, when they try to cross back to the eastern side. But that is not the case yet, so we'll just leave that. But Loki able to pick up some footsteps, so chucking a nade towards Mecha. Mecha will slowly retreat through the waters. A lot of good parkour right here, just hopping around. Joining him will be Snowy to hold the side angle, but one beautiful and perfectly cooked nade can remove that side pressure there. As they continue to play patient, let's have a look at the circle. ScrimFarm will find another fight as they pull up onto Rexpect here. Rexpect has the opening, has the upper hand by taking down one member of ScrimFarm. Spectre lost to the Molotov. And now Abstract and Jar Jar try to keep multiple angles on. Same for Ices. They've done this before in Miramar as a trio. Now 3v3 right now. Let's look at those formations of the team as Caster just made it back to the covers and will they know as ScrimFarm, if they're respecting this, they will just pull away, but they are just reparking the cars right now, which is also the right thing to do. Side of ScrimFarm, though, they have 2 cars behind this ridge, will be protected for now, but very hard to come back in to claim them. So losing some valuable resources there as they give up, not knowing that Rexpect has pulled away maybe, but hard to say. Depends on the audio render distance, because they are trying to prioritize that rotation as Abstract gets the entry point just off the southwestern park of Dino Park. So eastern entry point in there, still playing edge at the moment. Twist the solo is very close to the full team of Arma Esports right now. They're off to the north side of Movatra, and textbook play, toilet play from solos. Twist just not even leaving any vehicles around, so that will be pretty smart. If not, you're just gonna give it away, but the door has been broken. So we can have a chat with my chat and see who's in here. Supporters for Legends and a lot of things that I can't understand. ScrimFarm supporters as well. GSG in here still. I was casting some Pro EU event last night, so GSG Europe alongside some finalists for PMCO, PMGC as well, and EMEA were in the lobby. So if you want to check that out, it's there, like I said in the chat. Also for the group stages, groups 1 to 5, you can see it as well. ScrimFarm haven't stopped fighting as they take another kill, taking down one of God's favorite. 9 team kills right now, and they will actually have the position in this phase 5 circle. 25 seconds to go. KDV will have to rotate around NT. They might want to take this fight. They also can scout towards the eastern side if they want to pull away, but they have decided to continue fighting along the coastline. Now Loki is trying to do what Mecha did earlier. They have spotted a lot of these like swimmers maybe, and will be playing very patiently. And KDV, is this a navy right now? Is that formation around the boats? Exile can get an even wider angle, and Hiroshi is completely ready with the high ground, using the card and the door to get on top. He has such a brilliant angle, and knowing the limits as well. You can see basically all the boats, so no one's in there. So they're either in the water or by the shore. Mecha will not take any damage from that nade thrown by Loki, and Rana actually made it in the solo for Romanian Man. Team Love has 7 kills right now, but only 2 players, and so they're very close to the side of Armor Esports. And for the side of Legends, since the fan is here and there is action, we should come over this side. Shelly, you're gone earlier, but very close to them. They have ScrimFarm as well as God's favorite as they surround themselves here. Abstract is knocked right now, and in the same building, we have some support. Maybe Icy at the bottom floor try to maybe stop some of these push from happening, but they didn't have the control for the stairs, so that will be Abstract gone, and Icy against 3 sets of footsteps from above, and he's just trying to maneuver away, but Jaja is coming in for the support with the extended mag on the Tommy gun. He can actually squad wipe this if he plays it right. What is the formation of these teams right now? 3 in the same building, 2v3. They have to move. Is a hard shift towards the coastline. They have to move. They have 35 seconds only as Icy takes some shots onto Lucas and will peek and shoot and take the one down. And that will be the second one. ScrimFarm making it happen will win the 2v3, taking down Legends at 9th position, 12 team kills, but 18 seconds to go. They have to find those cars, they have to start scouting, they have to heal up, they have to go. But what a solid 2v3 play here, patiently waiting. I see not contesting anyone who's trying to go up the stairs, knowing that they may just have to lose one in order to get these 3 kills. Armored Esports coming into the northeastern edge will find a knock onto GF right there, and that... Let's have a look. Is that GF gone? Okay, I need to maneuver this quicker as we have 5 team kills onto Armor Esports taking control on this side, and there's still so many teams on the southern end. IC goes down, and the side of 4 ARM is trying to control every team who's rotating past them. Securely in the circle, we have the side of Willpower, but KDV is having this crazy control fight next alongside NT right now, and they have finally pulled the trigger to fight this. One up on the side of KDV. Snowy trying to use that molly to capitalize on it. It's a 1v1 between him and Loki. Loki tries to maneuver and will opt in for that revive. That window should be just tall enough. And both sides will try to get the revive for that 2v2. Loki actually now challenging. They know that they're probably reviving on there. Using the MP5K will challenge and take down KDV at 5th position. And they will have to move now. Let's go to center zone, because the side of Willpower have been farming kills with the positions that the gods of PUBG has given to them. 10 kills, and they will have the overlook. Miracle trying to pick and using the boulder will take down another one. Rexpect down to 1 player. Cloaker will need to heal this up, but he's absolutely pinched. He has some positions, but 1 nade, 1 molly can just end their run in Vikendi right now for Rexpect Esports. They have a beautiful 2-2 split. No, 1-2 split. But Cloaker has a beautiful nade as well, trying to get some breathing room. Now the entry point by Willpower is eliminated. And Knock, they will have to decide when to move in. They are still out. The good thing is, Miracle, and this is a lesson to all those Knock players, you can still scout so much for your team. He can just crawl and show their team that they can enter from this side. There's also Ridgeline smoke paths are coming out as well for team's 9 players. NT still in this game. Loki, after clearing out KDV, will go down. So is NT down to only 1 player. 2 solos and 2 trios. 8 players alive. Cloco, if you have another nade, show your skills again, and that will be Nomi knowing your power and your skill. But they will actually come in and pick up Miracle, so that will be such a good one for them as the side of the spoiler, the Overwatch. Such a good split, good plan, good tactic as they use the high ground. The side of, I can't actually pronounce that. The spoiler player from Willpower will put something and resist, making the rotation from Armor Esports very, very hard as they lose 2 players to the blue. Nomi has been aggressive on that push, but at least they have found all the players who's trying to take this chicken dinner away from them. They have seen one, they got knocked by one, so now they are actually nading the wrong tree. And just in the split of that split second right here, it's going to be a 1v1v1. Marek has been making it work with the AUG in hand and some level 3 gear. Sufficient to go through this last circle as its point difference of, this is old system, that will point difference of 10 points as Willpower go down at 3rd position, although they had the player's advantage. Splitting a bit too far with the control that they have is now going to be NT against Armor Esports, Merrick and Exile, who is the better player, who can outsmart each other, who can outshoot each other. We will soon get the answer. Let's have a look at Exile. He also has a lot of meds and some level 3 gear, so this is the time to show your skills. Allow the silence to kick in, because it's probably how it feels for the players as well. They are both in the circle. Will they pull the trigger, or are they going to wait for phase 9? Seems like they're respecting it, but they both know each other's position, seems like, and that is Exile. Maybe forcing some movements with the smoke, and if it lands straight on them, and then that can choke out some sightlines for Merrick. So completely taking out a right peak potential for Merrick there. He is still in the zone, and he might be watching the wrong side. So Exile, with this type of distance, Exile might be able to just see the side of Merrick, because they throw the smoke and will be able to see the path, and they're now going to duke it out, but the drop shot from Merrick will take them down. Armor Esports made it work and stepped up in Vikendi as they take the chicken dinner. They had the disadvantage. Willpower made it so hard for them, but they came in strong with 9 kills and that chicken dinner, taking down NT, the strong team that has been showing up tonight, bringing them down to 2nd position. NT with 9 kills. And Willpower, after so much fragging, 13 kills, will unfortunately go down at 3rd position, losing some very valuable placement points there. They would maybe want to come back and have a look and see what they have done differently, as we have Rexpect Esports, 4th position with 2 kills. KDV will be playing that coast very patiently, and will actually go down to NT when they try to enter, but will be a 5th position, so very decent nonetheless with 3 kills. Team Love showing up this game with the kill counts, 8 kills in a 6th position. ScrimFarm also exerting dominance, unfortunately. After they showed so many good team fights as the key thing here. They may not get blessed by the zone, and they have to rotate through teams and teams, but this is how you do it, guys, when you don't have the circle. 12 team kills for ScrimFarm, 7th position. God's favorite has no kills and an 8th position. Legends goes down at 9th with 1 kill. CS with 3 kills at 10th. For Romanian Men, losing a lot of players early, will go down at 11th with 1 kill. CN 2 kills at 12th. Arcane Wave no kills at 13th. I don't know whether that even should count. I think there's a rule that you need to play at least with 3 players, but that will be KHK at 14th, actually outliving quite a few teams there. And the teams that got outlived were Astral at 15th with no kills, EUE with no kills at 16th, Team Neel with no kills at 17th, and Team Olympus as well, no kills at 18th, and the 1 kill by the trio of OS, but goes down at 19th, and that will be the 3rd game over. I will see you all in the jungle of Sanhok, and just be prepared and just keep cheering for your favorite teams as I rest for that little bit and look forward to further action. I will see you all. Hey, welcome back to Game 4, the jungle, Sanhok. The numbers of players in this last game is actually a little bit disappointing. But nonetheless, looking forward to some good action as we go through the teams again. KHK will play as a duo, CS as the trio again. I'm pretty sure some of these teams are not in the lobby when they're supposed to, and losing another one as well will be OS. Oops, sorry, Violet is the team name. They've been playing as a trio, now losing another player, so a duo right now. Team 11, Astral is not in this game. Same for Team 14, Arcane Wave, not making it to this last game. As we continue to go down the list. Let me see. Nope, the rest are basically full squads as we have another crazy playing path. Through Nakam to Hartin, what the heck is happening? Maybe good to just crowd these teams together a little bit more to make those actions a bit more packed, because we don't have as many players as we want. 63 players, 17 teams though. Towards Bantai and Cam Charlie, we have the side of Rexpect Esports and KDV. Heading towards Cam Charlie, we have CN. Sami, non-contested, will be claimed by Legends. Is it Legends? Legends Red, yes. And side of Team Olympus, OP Team 12, heading towards Cave and Docks area. Split to the compounds to the south. Eastern side, we have GF, but we almost missed some action here. People have started fragging. Rex is on the outside, running with nothing. But Snowy is on his own, surrounded by the full team of Rex there. He has an AKM in hand and a level 2 armor. Facing the shotgun, he'll try to eliminate more than one player as he takes one's down, but the punch will come through as well. That will be KDV going down to 3 players. ScrimFarm not having the best start like they want as well, as that is some Tatbok and Cow action, losing 2 players to now the third not coming through from the side of Team Love, as Jar Jar returns a little bit of fire with the extended mag and Tommy gun peeking and shooting, trying to eliminate one by one. Will take the second knock. Can Jar Jar do this? It's going to be a incredibly, man. That's going to be a third knock. He has the first 8 as well. He has to peek. I will be watching you, Jar Jar. Make this work, buddy. Holy crap. He will run around and will take one flush as he pulls away, trying to maybe heal up right now. But will also give the window for Team Love to maybe get some revive. Spectra will need to use that time and find that scout, as he was knocked as Virus gets revived. Jar Jar didn't challenge that. Wanted to play this a bit slower, but he will get the high ground. Might be caught by the side of a Virus here, as he slowly maneuver around it again, using his previous position, now using the truck. Oh my god, I was waiting for that. Jar Jar, mate, could have just taken that, and that will be the play of the night. I know the kill feed is also popping, but Jar Jar is patient. If he can do this a second time, repeat what he's done earlier, it will be so crazy. Let's check his POV right now. He can spot the players moving, and he has not pulled the trigger. Noticing and spotting the rotation from Team Love, he will cover himself better with this truck, but the high ground may be spotting him as he tries to retreat now, and Team Love will actually miss that bit of rotation from Jar Jar, but he has so much open ground to run. He has to get to next circle. He wants to maybe get placement points, as he has the highlight play of the night so far. And he will try to get into the circle, and we have missed quite a bit elsewhere. Bootcamp action will be wrapped as the duo from OS not scared to take bootcamp, only to face themselves and giving 2 kills to the strong team NT in bootcamp. The duo and the trio going down as well from KHK and CS respectively. And KDV is now breaching. After losing Snowy, they are now using some high ground to scout Camp Charlie, trying to make it hard for CN to leave Camp Charlie there. GF will still have the 4 team. After looting the split compound, they notice that Painan is open, so they will just be going in for more loot and meds as KDV pulls the trigger and knock one from CN. Continue to put pressure on. Will be the side of Grom at 13 centimeter. These names, mate. For Romanian Men, I know they like to split to the junctions to the east of Tatmok, as we have another knock coming through from KDV. Mecha is now trying to spoil this with the side angle. He is now pushing in. He will be found, but will not lose any HP as he returns with the QBZ 3-time scope, trying to make it work, forcing the retreat, and he will be looping on the outside, trying to pick up those audio kills right now. We'll go back to the minimap later on to look at where these teams are, because KDV are playing aggressive right now. They're pushing in. They could make it down that slope with no punishment, as we have 13 centimeter now inside of Camp Charlie. Sorry, I didn't even notice that could sound really wrong because of the bloody name of this player. Okay, I'm gonna grow up. I'm so sorry. And the EUE maybe dropped. Paradise Resort will now retreat. Northwestern Island, though, we have Armor Esports. And sharing it will be Team Neel. They've lost some players already. They've lost 2, but have 3 kills right now. And Willpower will rotate along that eastern coast of the Northwestern Island as we pick up some more possible fight breaking out between Legends Red and Rexpect Esports. Doing better last game, mostly from placement points, but who knows, they can win this fight as we have the circle shifting towards the Ruins Island. Southwestern Island can add a lot of flavors to a game, especially when it comes from people needing to cross the Painan River as well as Trifecta Compound. Whoever has the upper hand and early rotation there can maybe make it work. As we have Mecha rotating wide, they bring the formation one step and one step closer as Mecha just catch the side of CN, not allowing them to make any retreat if they want to come through this eastern side. Neel losing another one to Willpower is what we saw on that kill feed, as KDV takes down another one, knocking that one more player pre-firing, trying to catch the feet of the CN player as they will. 13 CM continues to pre-fire that. Voting in, though, is a side of Nevros will not only flush that, but gets the drop shot, making it so good for them right now. With the advantage, Gambino just trying to make it work, getting jump shots by 3. All 3 players from KDV, they will take down. They will win the 3v4. What a great demonstration of skills and synergy right there. As we see Rexpect basically trailing the side of Legends here. And they are quite close to each other, but they are just patiently using these high ground and the side of... this can take a while, so let's do this, guys. Let's do... No, I was too late. Bloody hell, mate. Willpower has taken down Armor Esports. When they're trying to go for the same warehouse to cross to the southwestern island, and they will find themselves so many kills and the full team of Armored Esports and they will be the kings of the Northwestern Island. And Rex has pulled the trigger as they suffer 2 knocks at the moment. Cloco is the one close to it, trying to eliminate some players on one side. Is a 2v2 right now. No, 2v3 right now. I thought that player was knocked, but no, Cloco is just going to pinch that one guy, maybe to single it out with the barrel in hand. Can do a lot of damage if that can end up in the dome. They're playing it so slow, patiently as well, trying to smoke the side so they don't get choked from behind. But look at that reflex from Cloco, taking down another one, and then that will be another one going down as well. Now they've got 3 players up, and Bardot will do it with the drop shot. They will have the full team back up. They've trailed them for so long. They even put some fun into the game to punch caster. Not me, I'm the caster. Okay, so hold your guns. But Rexpect Esports don't have the compound, but will be trailing and using high ground to just step by step push in and eliminate. Legends Red right there, as we have the textbook crazy 3-way possible fight as the center over the trifecta compound. The rivers, the 3 streams of the river all in play. And OP now very close to KDV, I believe. As KDV pulls away just quick enough, they both have to rotate in. One step ahead of them on that edge will be God's favorite, as they take one. Put a lot of pressure. It's more than one, actually. It's only one up right now for KDV. As they try to escape, they will charge Painan, only to find a full team over there. So Nevrox will need to play this slow and know that he has to probably go wide. He's still shooting though. So God's favorite will have control over Painan and try to choke these teams on the southern edge. 4 Romanian men are still playing as a full team, still comfortably in this one, as we have them finding, wow, some long-range shots, some mistake by Willpower there. Pow so strong when it comes to taking those 3 kills. They've got 7 kills right now, but not only did he get knocked, he got finished. So a bit of a misplay there, and just need to go back and think about the terrains around him as he was trying to play that. But right here is going to be very hard for Team Love as well. They have put down so much pain towards ScrimFarm early game, but they're now only down to 2 players, very split from each other. Between them and the circle, we have EUE. Jar Jar still living, holding the west side of boot camp for himself, as we have 11 teams in this lobby still. 1 solo, 2 solo, 3 solo, and 1 duo right there. So it comes down to the next shift. Not an easy one for Team Love. They know there's more players, so EU is just keeping an eye, trying to clear out the entirety of the eastern edge. But Necros has the different idea. Will come in from the 3 warehouses to the north of boot camp. But this bit here to between ruins and the Painan Bridge is where a lot of these teams are sitting right now. If they all flow in at the same time upon the next shift, if it goes to the north, NT will have the upper hand. I've seen something like this before. It will be very hard. Actually, it seems like they have the upper hand for NT, but with all the teams flowing into this position at the same time, they will have a very hard time to control this. Because also behind them in the trifecta, we have Willpower there. So Rexpect Esports getting the edge now, as we have 4 Romanian men finding EUE. The new edge. They will use the high ground and they will punish EUE. Second knock onto EUE. 1 gone already. 2. They know there's 2 players there, as Andre lives with a sliver of health and will still be able to make it count, completely baiting out the side of EUE. Only Moses up. Moses. You can hear it. He can maybe frag it as he gets pressured by Andre, and 4 Romanian men will try to eliminate EUE methodologically, and they will be able to do it and claim control on the eastern edge. A lot of players, solos and duos on the side of bootcamp, all just finding their way in, just trying their best with the knowledge of the angles. In Sanhok right here. And Willpower with the 1-2 split. 1 checking crosses from the north bridge. The rest checking the rest of the map. As we have Nevrox making it work as the solo. And the side of OP, Team Olympus has rotated more wide, so they come in with a little bit more of that small clockwise rotation, trying to push in, escaping from the most open ground, but will find themselves resistance from Rexpect Esports there. And that will be a very tough one for OP. They know they can head back towards Nesvi and Seth, but with this split they're trying to split the bets, you know, and Ragnarok are basically choked in the blue right now. Seth is knocked as well, so only 1 in the circle for the side of NPS. We have the new circle heavily favoring Willpower here, as we see 4 Romanian men eliminating the last member of ScrimFarm. ScrimFarm going down at 8th position, has some placement points after that very rough start. The 4 Romanian men just not scared to open fire as they find the side of God's favorite show in the open with the smoke, giving away position. They're all trying to make this like training ground right now as they take another one. They've got some distance to travel though. Willpower has dedicated themselves to clear the northern and eastern side. They've sent 1 player across as well to get better angles to punish the side of 4 Romanian men. Let's have a look at the angles from this player. As he very patiently hold this position, will have his retreat path guarded by his teammates. He will find one onto aim. The second player of 4 Romanian men will come in. Dexter driving and just sending himself into the river, trying to live that from that cross. But the blue zone is ticking. 4 Romanian men will have a very hard time as they shift the focus. Look at that. Brilliant control of that M416 there. Will knock Andrea. Only 1 more player only on the side of GF. God's favorite was need to start praying for that solo. I think that's actually them going down. Dexter is a strong fragger. I've seen him yesterday in the Pro EU event, almost demonstrating a 1v4 as he gets pushed by the full team of Willpower, but that 4 times on the M4 though. He will both reset Miracle and Dexter, but the other member of Willpower has to come in for support. Dexter will get the opening. What did I say? He takes another one. Willpower's plan has been broken down by Dexter. Dexter on his own is trying to wipe out Willpower right now as he comes in, reloading the AK. He has the position, he has the ridgeline, he has the circle, he has the skills, he has the footsteps, and he will also have the patience. The other side is going crazy as well, as the side of Rexpect Esports come in contact with NT. as they will take down one more player of Rex. How many have they got? They've got Exile and Kyoto. 2 players up, trying to spot Cloco, who's going for the revive onto Nacho. He is in the circle right now, and this will be a very interesting fight as they actually choke out the side of Rex. So going down at 4th position. They will also get some very good kills. Dexter taking care of more than one side, making this a 1v1 against Willpower. He also knocks another player. So it's a 1v1v1, but Kyoto can maybe take that revive. They've got 20 seconds if they want to do this, but they are skeptical, and I can understand that because Dexter is watching over Sanhok like a hawk. Are you the new Tarzan? Do you want to take my name away? Because you are dominating in the jungle right now. As he finds that finish, getting the 12th kill for Romanian Man. Dexter, mate. What an absolute beast. As Kyoto tries to play the healing game and no more first aids, will take the 3rd position. This will be the 1v1. You've done it so much in Warehouse. How about now? 4x scope needs to be placed back into the bag. AKM and M4 against the Micro Uzi. Who will win? 10 first aids though on this player. Sawcash. Okay, I've pronounced that. Hopefully that's good enough as he gives up that hard cover to loot a little bit of utilities from his teammates. I'm rooting for Dexter right now. No hard feelings, Willpower. You've gotten yourself some very good wins. Actually, for both of these teams, they've had it. And so, yeah, I will not be biased. I just saw some good plays and want to root for the players to bring it all the way. Dexter tries to go for a roof play, only to find that he needs some more training in gymnastics. Both very patient. It could have been really scary with those nades in hand as well. He will use the door, but that door can be broken just in a few shots. So he's still very, very slow playing this as he rotates around and opted in for a bit of parkour there, trying to give some footsteps away. Maybe trying to fake it as he get himself now pinged onto one side, so can't retreat to the other because this is phase 9. It is closing. It has 10 seconds. He needs to think if he has the meds. How will they play this? I know how teams play a phase 9 when there's more than one players just allocating all those meds, but he will actually peek too far. I spoke too soon. It doesn't matter when the 3rd person peek didn't work in your favor. And that will be Willpower. Hanging in strong. The early claim of trifecta. Having some missteps in the way, but will have the revenge onto Dexter and the lads at 4 Romanian Men. And that will be the crazy game. 12 kills from Willpower against 12 kills. The 2nd place squad here is 4 Romanian Men. So many kills as well. NT also fragging it. Very consistent top teams also showing up in Sanhok here. As NT takes a 9-kill 3rd place. Rexpect Esports are also doing better. They have 8 kills and a 4th position. For 5th, we have Team Olympus with no kills. God's Favorite will get 1 kill and a 6th position. Team Neel has 4 kills and a 7th position. ScrimFarm goes down at 8th with 2 kills. KDV very strong fight in Camp Charlie there. Props to them. 5 kills in the 9th position. Team Love, 10th position and 3 kills. EUE goes down at 11th with 1 kill. Legends Red, no kills at 12. Arma Esports, 13th position with no kills. CN, La Cosa Nostra, goes down at 14th with no kills. And the duo of OS goes down at 15th with no kills. And CS, only with 3 players, will get 1 kill. And the 16th, last but not least, unfortunately, will be KHK. Don't have the full team tonight, so hopefully I'll see them somewhere coming back stronger. And that will be a wrap for tonight's FTY tournament. This is the last group, Group 8. So this is the time for these teams to start studying, coming back to watch the other teams come up with some tactics to continue to exert their dominance or to redeem themselves if they make it to the next round. And that will be me done for tonight. Thank you so much for having me. Once again, I am your host for tonight, Professor Tarzan. If you like the content and the casting, please do consider subscribing and hitting that like button. That will mean the world to me, and it's absolutely free as well. So I will see you all soon. The quarterfinals will be on the 3rd of January in 2021, New Year's, all the way to the 6th. So 4 days of quarterfinals, and I will see you all then, because it will be me again. So wish you all a brilliant last few days of 2020, crazy year. Hopefully we will all have a better year next year. Have a happy one, and I will see you all on the battleground again. Have a good night.